Hello, Elizabeth Ellis here with TradeFlix Incorporated, and I wanted to make this quick video to give you one tip on how to better manage your money, your account size, your trade size, your profits basically. So one thing that I've noticed is when I trade odd number trades, meaning instead of investing $200, right, $20, $60, in when I invest odd numbers, so instead of 200, maybe 145, or instead of 20, 15. If the trade happens to be a loss, which, losses do happen from time to time. I mean, losses are going to happen in the beginning, especially. And, this video really isn't about, oh, my skills are improving and I can tell I'm getting better and all of this. It's about helping you grow your account, helping me grow my account as well, right? So, odd trades, not odd number, but odd trades that have an odd dollar amount, if they lose, they tend to have less of an impact on me emotionally. And I'm not like, we're not trying to trade so that when we lose it doesn't hurt. So because we don't want to reinforce the idea of, okay, it's okay, I lost, it's okay, no big deal. No, because it is a big deal. It's a big deal because if you're ever going to get to where you're having consistent profits, to where you're emotionally unattached, then you're obviously, the strategy needs to be there, which has a lot to do with, timing your entries. But not only does the strategy need to be there, the protection from the emotional impact that could happen, that also needs to be there. Whether it's a winning trade or a losing trade. I don't personally, and I believe most traders who are successful approach the market this way. That's why if you read up on successful traders or you watch videos on successful traders, you'll notice one thing that they have in common is that they tend to not really have much of an emotional reaction to wins or losses. In the trading, in the trade session from today, which I uploaded the video of earlier, I almost just knew that the trade was going to lose. I was convincing myself that the trade was going to lose, I should say, because I didn't want to have to deal with the emotional impact that I would have had to deal with if I would have been sitting there hoping that it was going to win and it ended up losing anyway. So the way the momentum was in the price action, I was pretty convinced that it was going to lose. But I always keep this, I always have this open mind where I know that anything could happen. So even if a trade is going in my favor and it's just going along and it's getting, further and further in the direction that I wanted it to go in, sometimes I will tell myself that, because I don't want to find myself closing the trade before it's actually closed. Mentally, I don't want to close the trade before it actually closes. So I don't want to go ahead and say it's a wrap, I've won, if the trade hasn't closed. It's not official, it's not final, it's not done until the trade does actually close. And between now or between this time and the time that it closes, anything can happen. Of course, there are times where, yes, there will be more confidence there. And it's good to have confidence. Confidence will come after many losses, even frustration, possibly. But even if I'm very confident that a trade is most likely going to win, I really don't want to attach to that very much, because what happens is that confidence builds. You want to have confidence, but you kind of want that confidence to be like on the back burner. You kind of want that confidence to be kind of pushed back. Not, you don't want to have a confidence. I don't want to have a confidence where I'm overly confident and start trading as if I can trade and be confident. If that makes sense. It may not really make much sense. But what happens is, see, there's momentum behind the emotion as well. A little bit of confidence can lead to more confidence, and that can lead to even more confidence, right? But as a winning trader, I don't ever want to get to where I'm overly confident. I always want to keep an even keel. And it's like insurance. It's protecting me so that when the losses do occur, if they do occur, I don't take a blow because I had so much confidence. So I keep it balanced, whether I'm consistently winning, whether I'm taking losses. I keep it balanced. I don't want either one of them to have that much power over me. I don't want either one of them to have an impact, because as soon as I think, oh, I'm going to win it, especially if I say it, oh, I'm winning it, it can turn around. I can lose. I can be wrong, and that will hurt. Just the fact that it's a loss hurts. Being wrong in that trade hurts. And the fact that I was so convinced and I believed it so much, that's what can make it hurt even more. So I don't ever fully buy into the belief of this is going one way or another. This is going to close one way or another, because it's always better to have the mindset that it can go either way. Either way. It's a healthy mindset. It's cognitive dissonance, where you can hold two ideas in your mind at the same time, rather than staying in a state of limbo of hope. Hope is good, but sometimes hope can be detrimental, and I would rather be more based in reality than hoping a trade wins or hoping this goes in my favor, and sitting there hoping and hoping and hoping, that the market gives it to me. Because if it doesn't give it to me, which it's not going to, there are times that it will. If you're trading in the right direction of the trend, it'll sometimes give it to you on that last candle, but you got to understand that it really didn't give it to you. What happened was, you traded it in the direction of the trend, and you just happened to win. You timed it correctly. You got into the market at the right time. So if there's losses, then that's also where you step up and you take responsibility. I take responsibility for that. It's what am I doing wrong? Where can I do this better? What do I need to be looking at? How do I need to be seeing this? What do I need to be thinking? What am I doing wrong? Where do I need to improve? What do I need to change? What can I do? Because this is obviously a place where the most money in the world gets made. I'm competing here in a way. I'm competing, and I don't want to give my money away. I don't want to give my money to the market. I don't want to give my money to the market. I'm not going to just hand my money over. I'm not going to just let someone on the other side of this computer screen take my money from me. So it's like, until the skills are there, you want to have the ability to fight as long as it takes to fight. However hard you have to fight to learn the skills, to figure it out, to go through the emotions, to get to a place where you're balanced with it. Once you're balanced, you're consistent. And once you're consistent, you have the power to grow your account. You have the power to reach any goal with this that you want. And you've got to accept that it is going to take time, because you're not going to jump in the market with a $500 trade and 5 weeks of experience and be able to do that consistently. If you want to consistently trade $500 on a trade, you have to build up to that point. You don't become a master overnight. If you want to trade off of luck, if you want to trade off of chance, then your mindset, if you want to be long-term, needs to change. If this is something that you want to do long-term, you have to look at how you're thinking and how, if it's benefiting you or not, how can you change it if it's not? Because you have to change. You have to change. I have to change. If this is something, all traders go through it. And it's either you do it or you don't. So back to the original, because this is way longer than I had intended, and it's off topic, but still beneficial. Basically, whatever you can do to decrease the emotional reactions that you have in your physical, mental, emotional body, the better off you'll be. You want to trade amounts that are not going to, trigger these events. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave those below. Feel free to subscribe, like, comment, or share. And I look forward to teaching you more in the next video.